Hello again from the IELTS teacher. Today's video is about IELTS writing task 2, the essay, particularly on task achievement. I'll be very brief and I hope to help you with my advice and suggestions. Well, first of all, it is worth reminding you that 25% of your score depends on task achievement. So it is very important that you answer the question that you are asked, that you stick to the task. And how can you stick to the task? Well, the most important thing is to recognize the type of task. Some websites and some guides to IELTS divided type of tasks into 7 different categories, which I have included here. So you have cause and effect, types of essays, advantages and disadvantages, advantages and disadvantages with opinion, problem and solution, discuss 2 views with no opinion, discuss 2 views with an opinion, and multi-part questions. So it's very important when you read the task that you try to recognize the type of task that you have so that you can get a high task achievement score. For example, let's see how good you are. I've put here 3 different tasks and 3 different titles and types for these tasks. So you have problem and solution, advantages and disadvantages, and advantages and disadvantages with opinion. So if you pause the video now, for example, and take time to read the 3 tasks in your own time, can you try to match? Let's use an arrow for this. Can you try to match the different types of tasks with the appropriate type of task? So just take a time, pause the video and read them. So let's read the first one here. Every year, thousands of students decide to study abroad. Some go home satisfied and enriched, others disappointed. What are the pros and cons of studying in another country? Give reasons and examples from your knowledge and experience. So here, what do you think you have to do? So a very important tool that you have when you are doing your task 2 writing is your pen. So it's very important that you highlight every keyword and part of the question task so that you can focus and understand what type of task it is. So you have here, students decide to study abroad. Some go home satisfied, others disappointed. So what are the pros and cons? Give reasons and examples. Obviously, the keywords here for the type of task are pros and cons. Pros and cons are synonyms of advantages and disadvantages. So I would say that this one goes here. The problem is now, do you have to state your opinion or not? Because we have here 2 types of advantages and advantages and disadvantages task. Are they asking for your opinion or not? Well, let's carry on with the other tasks so that you can decide. In many major cities around the world, traffic congestion has become a serious problem. How can this problem be tackled? Give reasons and examples. Okay, are we talking about advantages and disadvantages here? Obviously, this is easier. We have the word problem and the word problem here as well. And tackle. Tackle needs solve. So we're talking about a solution. So obviously, I'm going to match problem and solution with the middle essay. Let's decide now whether this and this are matched to this or this. So exams are considered a natural part of education in many countries. While there may be considerable benefits, so benefits is a key word here. I'm sorry, it's a bit too dark. Let me change it. Too dark as well. Well, let's say benefits, okay. Some believe that exams are not a fair way to assess students. What is your opinion on the subject? Okay, so you can definitely read this. The last task is advantages and disadvantages with opinion. And the first task, the first task is advantages and disadvantages without opinion. So it is very important that if your opinion is asked, you give your opinion. If your opinion is not asked, just develop advantages and disadvantages equally without stating your opinion. Okay, moving on to the other 4 types of tasks. We have cause and effect, discuss 2 views, no opinion, multi-part question, discuss 2 views plus opinion. Okay, let's have a look at the tasks that I have prepared for you. We have many companies believe that working from home has a more positive impact on productivity and lowers costs, while others still believe that employees should go to work in a purpose-built office. Discuss both sides of the argument. Use reasons and examples from your knowledge and experience. So, as you can see here, there's no mention of an opinion, and the keywords here is to discuss both sides of the argument. The first argument is for working from home. The second argument is to go to work in a purpose-built office. So I'm going to match discuss 2 views, no opinion with this first task. Let's have a look at the second one. The percentage of overweight people in the Western world has increased dramatically in recent years. What could be the reasons for this dangerous trend? Describe its effects. Give examples from your knowledge and experience. Okay, so we're talking about people getting more and more overweight. We have the keyword here, it's reason and effects. So I'm going to match cause and effect with this task. The next one. Nowadays, the interaction between people has changed. Oh, I'm sorry, so there shouldn't be another has changed there, obviously. Has changed because of technology. In what ways has technology affected the types of personal relationships? Has this become a positive or negative development? So this is a bit of a harder task. A lot of people find this question difficult because you have to talk about the effect of technology. So how has technology affected personal relationship, and also whether it's a positive or negative development. So you have different types of questions here. You have to talk about effects in a way, and you also have to talk about advantages and disadvantages. So this is what we call a multi-part question. So if we now look at the last task, many schools are now deciding to go paperless and do away with traditional books, using tablets and digital books instead. Others believe in the value of the traditional book as a learning tool. Discuss both sides of the argument and give your opinion. So we're talking about tablets or traditional books. You have to discuss both sides and give your opinion. So I'm going to match discuss 2 views plus opinion to the last task. It is very important. It is very simple, but it is also very important to be good at identifying the type of essay question that you are asked. If you don't answer the question properly and you don't develop the different sides of the question equally, you will never get a high score at task achievement. So I'm just going to quickly show you how you could organize one of the tasks so that you can achieve a good score at task achievement. So I'm taking a question from the previous page. The percentage of overweight people in the Western world has increased dramatically in recent years. What could be the reason, for this dangerous trend, and describe its effects? Give examples from your knowledge and experience. So I need to answer the question fully. The first thing I need to do is to write my introduction. In the introduction, you restate the task. You use different vocabulary. You try to rephrase the task that is given to you. so that you can create a good introduction. After this, you need to dedicate at least, this is one way of doing it at least, one body paragraph for the reasons. So what possible reasons can you think about? Before you start writing, do your planning and think about at least 2 reasons. And obviously we have here the word example, so you need to give some examples from your knowledge or experience. So the first paragraph could be about 2 reasons for the reasons why people are overweight, and give examples here. The second paragraph could be on the effects. Okay, so causes and effects. So you can think about 2 possible effects. So you have 2 reasons and 2 effects. So your essay is balanced. And obviously think of examples from your knowledge or experience. Very important is also to have a conclusion. In your conclusion, do not add any new information. Just repeat the main point of your essay without adding new information. The conclusion is not a place where you put any new information. It's very, IELTS writing can be quite scary when you think about it, but if you plan and you think about how to structure it, and if you underline and highlight the task, it's relatively easy to at least plan. Obviously later you have to think about vocabulary and grammar, but remember that 25% of your score is task achievement. So if you start by planning, recognizing the type of task, I'm sure that you will get a good result at least in that, and it will help get your score a bit higher. So why don't you try and write one of these tasks, an essay for one of these tasks that I have prepared for you, or even the last one. You can send it to me and I can give you feedback. I can give you audio, video feedback and send you the file with my corrections. Here is my email address, improveyourielts@gmail.com. I will charge £5 per task with a 2-day turnover, and my feedback will be quite accurate. So I hope this video helps you with your studies. Good luck and see you soon. Bye bye.